that's really upsetting. I was just about to start filming and there was a knock on the door, and this sort of thing really upsets me. Somebody's got a missing cat. Anyway, so I'm doing a little bit of an invention tonight. I've talked about Ice Kitchen pastes. I have switched from buying jarred pastes in jars, because you open the jar, you use it for a cook, and then you leave it in the fridge. And also there's loads of preservatives. I love Ice Kitchen because they are these little pots, and each pot will serve 2, and they go in the freezer. So there's no waste. And because they go in the freezer, they are all natural ingredients. There's no additives, there's nothing. There's basically everything that I would use. So I'm creating a dish tonight. This is their Jalfrezi, but I'm going to ramp it up with some tamarind. I was thinking about the chicken, and I'm using chicken breast. And if you cut chicken breast up into little chunks, it's going to lose its moisture very quickly. So I'm actually going to cook a whole chicken breast. I want to make it kind of a restaurant quality dish. So stick with me. Tonight I am using, I'm doing a bit of a cheat. I'm using a paste from Ice Kitchen. They are in Waitrose, Ocado, Sainsbury's. What I love about them is that they are curry pastes that are in the freezer section, so you don't open a jar and leave it in the fridge and waste it. Each little pot is enough for 2 people. So based on this, because I wanted a shortcut, I'm now inventing a dish. So I'm going to heat a pan. You've got options. You could melt a little bit of ghee or vegetable oil, or if you've been a regular follower of mine, you might have some schmaltz. You might have some schmaltz in your fridge. So I'm going to melt some schmaltz. Unlike normally you would sort of chop up your chicken breast for a curry, but I want my chicken to stay moist, and it will stay moist if I keep it whole. So I seasoned this. I seasoned my chicken breast with salt on both sides about an hour and a half ago. I'm going to pat it dry, and I'm just going to get some colour on this. I'm not cooking it, I'm just getting colour on it. Put that in the sink. You can't put cooked meat into a raw meat dish, so get rid of that. I've got a very lovely mohair sweater on, so I'm going to put a pinny on. I know some of you get quite stressed out when I cook. In all white. These have got some lovely colour on. I'm just going to take those off. I'm going to drop the heat right down. In fact, I'm going to move this to a much lower heat. Can you see from there? Yeah. No, wrong one. I've lived here for 1.5 years and I still don't know which buttons to press. So that's on a lower heat. I'm going to put in another little teaspoon or a little bit of ghee, or you could add vegetable oil. I'm going to add a teaspoon of mustard seeds and some curry leaves. It's just a small handful. There's about 10 leaves there. As soon as you hear, and I can hear the mustard is popping, I've got a red onion which I have sliced. I've talked about this before. The reason I use red onion in my Indian cooking is because when I am in India and I talk to them about it, I asked them, I said, why do you use red onions? It's because it's the most widely available. Those are the onions that they've got. So I'm going to drop that heat right down now and let those onions gently cook. I am going to add a little bit of salt to my onions. I've said this before. Salt helps draw out the moisture. I'm going to cook the onions for about 15 minutes. So take your time. Everyone thinks curries are quick and easy. They're not. Well, they are easy when you know what you're doing and you understand about the layering of flavours. They are sublime when you get it right. My onions have had about 7 minutes, so I'm just putting in some garlic. I'm using my Ice Kitchen Jalfrezi paste. I'm just going to drop that in and let that melt into the onions, and I'll break it up. It's pretty hot. It doesn't need any extra chilies. I've got some tomatoes in a tin, which I'm just going to break in half this time. I'm not going to break them too small, but I am going to put all of them in. You want about 5 with their collected juices. Just break them in half. You can use a splash of water in the tin to rinse it out. And let that cook for 10 to 15 minutes. What you're looking for is for the sauce to be slightly thickened. This is where I'm deviating. I'm putting in 2 teaspoons of tamarind, which is going to give a wonderful sourness. But I also want some sweetness, so I am going to put in about a teaspoon of sugar. I'm going to taste it. It needs a little bit of salt and some pepper. I'm going to put the big chicken pieces in and nestle them in all that beautiful sauce and the resting juices. Ignore these little pieces, they're for the cat. Putting a lid on it, and I'm going to leave that to just cook for 10 minutes. You still want those breasts to be soft when you touch them. I've got some rice that I prepared earlier that I will just microwave when it's ready to eat, and I'm going to put in some lemon zest and lemon juice just to lift it, and some herbs. These are the top tips you get on YouTube. So I cut the bottoms off my herbs and I put them in water in the fridge, or you can leave them out. My parsley is out, but I've noticed that my coriander does an awful lot better just sitting in a pot of water in the fridge. When it comes to keeping basil, my basil does really well in here. I've got a glass roof, it's very, very hot, even in the winter. And I have it sitting in a lot of water and it does really, really well. I will be finishing off the curry tonight. If I had Greek yogurt or natural yogurt, they would all be great, but I haven't got those. So creme fraiche will do just fine. I don't want you stressing about ingredients. What I'm trying to show you here are ways of cooking that will use what you have and what you like and what suits your diet. These chicken breasts have had 10 minutes. What you're looking for is a little bit of bounce still in them, and that's absolutely perfect. You'll know if it's undercooked when you cut into it. If it's pink, it's not cooked, and you can just put it back in the pan. Don't stress it. I'm actually going to remove the breasts, and they will benefit from a 10-minute rest. I'm going to taste the sauce. That is piquant. That is hot. I am going to stir in a tablespoon of creme fraiche. As I said, I'm going to stir in a tablespoon of creme fraiche. If I had Greek yogurt or natural yogurt, that's what I would stir in, but I don't have that, so I'm stirring in creme fraiche. And I'm just going to leave that to sit while I let the chicken rest for 10 minutes. I've got some rice. I prepared earlier. I'm going to put a big knob of butter in it. I was always asked at the supper club what made my rice taste so good. Well, it was a load of bloody butter. I've got a lemon. I'm going to zest about a quarter of the lemon. Okay, I'm going to zest about half the lemon. These are unwaxed lemons. Cut the top off. and also add a little squeeze. Fluff it with a fork and plenty of black pepper. Rice, chicken, and loads of that tamarind Jalfrezi sauce. Sorry, tamarind Jalfrezi masala. Finish it with a few bits of fresh coriander and an extra squeeze of lemon. Delicious.